patrons. I'm just going to sit here, angle the camera very carefully so that you can't see anything you're not supposed to. I'm going to eat my breakfast and do this little catch up because then I'm off to visit Agnes. So it's Thursday. This breakfast, first of all, it's 11:30. It's not really breakfast, is it? It's lunch. I'll tell you what's delicious about it. My garden's been a bit of a disaster this year. It just has. But the autumn fruiting raspberries, which is, I think it's their third year. Well, it's their year. I am picking so many blackberries. What are we, October? Not blackberries, raspberries. It's October, and so it's autumn. And these are autumn fruiting raspberries. They're amazing. So I go out, when I go down to see to the hens, I take a little bowl with me and I pick the latest ones that are ripe. I either just eat them or I freeze them, put them in a single layer in the freezer and then store them once they're frozen in a bag. Then I make my porridge, because it's porridge season now, and I put about 5 or 6 frozen raspberries in. Heaven, absolute heaven. So this is just oats from the watermill, raspberries and a little tiny bit of maple syrup. I haven't got any nuts and seeds on this one. So I'm going to shove this down my neck, which is a northeast expression, but then I'm going to edit all of that out because it's quite disgusting watching me eat my breakfast. On Sunday, I was going to put the camera on and do a rambly chat for the main channel, and John came round, but it all disintegrated like it often does when John comes round. He'd come to do a little job for me, which didn't work. And on the video I said, John's going to do this. But if it doesn't work, I guess you won't see it. Well, you won't see it. But I'll put in a little bit of John playing the fool because he likes to do that. He's in Oxford at the moment. He's doing another week of his management course that he's doing. He's doing really, really well. And so, missing him. Then I'm on my way to see Martha now, but I popped over on Monday morning, just, because why wouldn't I? I was out and about, and so I just went the extra bit and popped over to see them. And so I'll put a little bit of, because Agnes and I were very colour coordinated. So, and she fell asleep over my arm in a very uncomfortable looking place, but she was obviously comfortable. So I'll put a little bit of that in as well. So what's been going on this week? It's been a really, really busy week behind the scenes because all the calendars have arrived from the printers. Now, we've got some films coming up, Anna and I. She's editing them, which is for next week. And there's a little bit of footage for the channel, a little bit of footage about the printers in there. But just to say that the calendars have arrived. I like them better than last year's. Some of you have bought them already. Thank you. What I'm going to do with the people who've ordered a calendar, I've just been upstairs this morning, addressing envelopes, putting calendars in, writing happy birthday on the days if people wanted me to do that. But if you are a patron who receives a postcard, I am going to wait a little bit and put the November postcard in there, if that's all right with you. What are we today? 24th of October. It's not like you can use the calendar until next year anyway. So if that's okay with you guys, I'll just slide your November postcard into your calendar and send that to you then, which means that it'll save me a bit of postage, which is a good thing. Okay, so let me tell you when I've been packing up these. So I've been upstairs addressing envelopes, putting on the stickers, writing out the customs labels, all of that. And it takes a while, because I like to do it slowly and carefully to make sure it's all right. But I've been listening to audiobooks. So sometimes I put a film on in the background, but at the moment I've been listening to the audiobook of Philip Pullman's latest book read by Michael Sheen. It's brilliant. It's on Audible. And I joined Audible so that I could get this book. Okay, what can I tell you about it? If you haven't noticed already, I'm a big fan of Philip Pullman. And the most exciting thing for me at the moment is that Owen, who's coming home, and Rita in November, He's working really working like 15-hour days, 7-day weeks to get the first book that Philip Pullman wrote in the series, his Dark Materials, the first book, which is Northern Lights, is being dramatised by the BBC, and Owen's the lead compositor, and he is working on that. It's going to be released in this country. I don't know about elsewhere, maybe 3rd of November for everyone, but we're going to get the first edition on the 3rd of November. I can't wait. I'm really excited. But the best thing is that Owen and Rita will be home later in November, and I'll be able to watch 2 of the episodes with Owen, and he'll be able to tell me what bit is like that and why this is like that. And so I think we're going to have to watch it through a couple of times. So that was the first trilogy that was written back in the late 90s, early noughties, and which was called the Dark Materials. This next trilogy is called The Book of Dust, and the first one was out 2 years ago. It's called La Belle Sauvage. The second one, The Secret Commonwealth, was just out this last month. So I've listened to it all on audiobook. Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. If you know the characters and you know the story, the whole world, magical world he creates. So when you get your calendar, if you've ordered one, and lots more still for sale in the shop, but when you get your calendar, you'll be able to know that I was writing all this stuff completely entranced by this fabulous telling of this story. And the guy, Michael Sheen, he reads it really well. So I listened to The Secret Commonwealth all the way through, and then I've gone back and I'm listening to La Belle Sauvage again, and then I'll probably listen to The Secret Commonwealth again, because they are he is probably my favourite writer, I think, Philip Pullman. Yeah, I think I could safely say that. He's such a good writer. He just captures your imagination and beats the story along in such an interesting way. And you get so invested in the characters. You just get to really love Lyra and Malcolm and Dame Hannah and all those people, Father Coram, all those people. You just get to really, really like them. Anyway, so there's a little book review for you. What else has been going on? I've been doing a lot of making, because, and here's a little teaser for you, I've talked about this once only, the Christmas box is coming. I've put together a box full of treats and treasures that people might want to order for Christmas. Now, the calendar's in the Christmas box. I'll say this on the main channel when I talk about it. So I'm going to offer it in 2 different ways. You can buy the Christmas box with the calendar or the Christmas box without the calendar, and it'll just be the price of the calendar taken off the box. That's all I'll do there. So it'll be fine. I thought, am I a bit stupid in launching the calendar first? No, it's all good. It's all good. But there's a couple of other things in the shop as well at the moment. I'm trying to keep up with shop stuff. So that's good. I've had some lovely times down at the printers. They're such nice people. They really are. Sharon and Charles and John and Daryl and all those people. I really like them. So that's been very friendly. So Anna is coming to spend tomorrow with me, which will be absolutely lovely. She's on half term from school at the moment because she teaches, you know that. And so I'm going to see Martha now, as soon as I finish putting this up on Patreon. And then I'm going to see Martha. Then tomorrow I've got a full day with Anna doing all sorts of planning and plotting for the channel. We're doing some stuff for the channel. So I was trying to find a book to read for Advent for patrons. Two times I've tried. I've tried one book, wasn't suitable. I taped about 5 chapters of that before I realised, hang on a minute, this isn't very good. So we deleted all of those, Anna and I. Then I started another one. I thought, oh, go on, that'll be nice. It's not. So what I've got to do, if you want me to, is find something to read for you patrons over on the Patreon channel for Christmas. I can't find anything that would be suitable. It's the whole business about being out of copyright. But I kind of squared it with myself that if I'm only reading it to a few people, i.e. you guys, that it would just be like a closed thing. I'm trying to square that with myself. Would it be all right? maybe somebody who runs a bookshop in Squim could tell me whether I'm in massive contravention of copyright if I read something that's still in the public domain, Karen. I probably am, aren't I? I am stuck. I really want to read to you. I really do, but I can't find a book. I can't find a book or anything that would suit. So I'm not going to give up, though, unless you really don't care, in which case I won't bother. Okay, guys, I'm going to edit this. It's a bit of a rambly old thing. I'm going to stick a bit of Agnes on the end. I'm going to stick a bit of John somewhere, being silly. And I'm going to wish you all very, very well indeed. Thank all of you who bought the calendars. Thank you. I've written all the happy birthdays. I really enjoy doing that on the calendars. I chose some pens that are to do it, which are like take ages to dry. So that was a mistake. So I've had to leave them all lying around the room in pink HQ till they've all dried so I can put them in the envelopes. But that's boring. Okay, guys, I am out of here and I will see you soon. Thanks so much for watching and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye now. Hello, YouTube friends. John's here.
YouTube friends, all right?
So, I was going to turn the camera on and do a little Sunday chat like I've done this past couple of weeks. But then John turned up to do this job. Well, I've asked John to come and do this job and it's Sunday, so he's free to come and do it for me today. So what I've done here is I made a lot of little porcelain stars like this, all different sizes. And I've packed them all up into little boxes and listed them in the shop. However, let me see if I can show you. In the course of making them, mostly they're completely fine. But sometimes if you put the glaze on and there's just a tiny bit too much glaze, then what can happen is, can you see there, that the glaze can run into the hole that I've made to hang them up with, which means that when it comes out of the kiln, the hole's been sealed up. So I showed John this.
Saw it.
What did you say?
Well, we'll just get a drill and drill it out, huh?
Because he's the guy with the drills, but I have a drill. In fact, you bought me a drill, didn't you, for Mother's Day? Do you remember?
Certainly did.
It's not this kind of drill, though. It's more of a sort of like, you can fix... I've put my curtain rails up with that drill. I've done so many things with it.
It's handy.
It is. It's absolutely great. And so I haven't got the sort of specialist kit that you need for this, though. So John's here.
Well, we bought this...
I did.
This specific drill bit for ceramic tiles.
You told me exactly which drill bit to buy, and that arrived just a couple of days ago.
And Bosch are quite good brand, so hopefully it's going to work.
Well, and if it doesn't work, I guess you won't be seeing this.
Or we'll just smash all the stars.
Okay.
We'll do it in a bowl of water, and that will also keep the temperature down.
So what have you got there? A piece of cork?
That's a bit of cork so we don't drill the...
drill the bowl, because that's one of the cat's bowls.
I need more water.
You need more water. Here we go.
Water.
It just happened to be there.
Right,
Okay.
and it also means the dust shouldn't fly in my eyes.
Well, let's see, shall we?
And we go quite... Rather than doing it on fast, we go it on slow.
That's slow. I'm holding my breath here. Has that actually worked?
Well, some dust came off of it. Some like... See that? See that little white
holding my breath here.
dust that came off?
So,
I mean, I think we're close, but...
Wow, it's a lot more.
I'm going to try it on fast.
Okay, it's going on fast, guys. Well, that was harder than we imagined it would be.
It sort of worked.
It worked, but I think what we realised was that the drill bit, although it's a specialist drill bit, it's actually bigger. The diameter's bigger than the holes I made initially.
Yeah,
made.
and that's the smallest one you can get.
Is it?
Yeah, but I mean, look, it works. Look,
There's a hole in there now.
so it did work.
That's good. And
on
I
some
have
of them. We did smash some.
these, only 2 or 3. These, though, were just the reject few, and I did ask John, was there any way we could redeem them? I've got loads more. So what have you been doing today?
I went to get my hair cut.
Yes, it looks very nice.
Yeah, it was nice. First time I ever, you know, when you're in the hair cutter and there's like 4 of them you can use, or there's 4 of them cutting hair, and they just, whoever's next, they say, all right, come on. This time I was like, no, I'm going to wait for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you said, no, I'm waiting for him because I like how he cuts my hair.
Because the woman who said, oh, I'll do yours, she was like, she's really rough. And like does it really fast and doesn't do a very good job, whereas he takes ages and does a careful job.
So you said, no, what's his name?
Josh.
No, I'm going to wait for Josh.
And she was like, oh, you want to wait for Joshy, that's fine. And then I waited and it was good. He told me about his Open University course.
Oh, what's he doing?
Economics.
Okay. And
But he does
hair.
he does a good haircut. So.
And you're doing your course. It's going well.
Well, that's right, because normally I wouldn't have got my hair cut so soon, because I don't see the point. But for it was looking a little bit messy, so I thought I'll just go and get tidied up. And because this course is, I feel I have to be smart.
Are you going
for the
away
course.
tomorrow?
Going to Oxford tomorrow. Yes.
Okay, for a week.
For a week, yes.
Okay, good. Great.
Exciting.
So that was a helpful thing John did there, but it wasn't as straightforward as we thought it was going to be. Still,
I think we could look at some other potential ways of doing it.
okay, I'm fine with that. It's absolutely brilliant.
I
Thank
guess
you.
this is a lesson to show you that things don't always quite work out how you expect.
Here at the Last Homely House. So it's been a busy weekend all round for me, but what did you do this morning?
Went birding. Yeah, it was good.
What
Went
did you
up to my local spot.
What do you see?
Found American widgeon.
How are they different from English widgeon?
Quite different.
Are they?
Yeah, they're good. Good bird.
Okay, good.
It's been now reported on the British Rare Bird website. Very exciting. My sighting, yeah.
Your sighting is on the Rare Bird website.
Certainly is.
Yes.
It is listed as the least scarce of the rare birds, but that's all right.
Even so.
Still good. Yeah,
Very
it was
good.
nice. It was cold, but it
And
was worth it.
And you told me that yesterday you went to see the baby.
Went to see the child.
The child. What?
She's got some odd facial expressions.
Yeah, more odd than yours.
Yeah, yeah, but not really particularly human. No, like obviously it's a little human, but she just like doesn't like do any human stuff. Just like spends loads of time just like scrunching her face up.
She hasn't got any learned stuff yet.
Like,
Then
what are you doing? What are you spending your time doing this for?
Scrunching up your face.
But she seemed to be fine. She just like sleeps a lot.
She does. She's only not even 2 weeks old.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. Yeah.
And I put a picture of you holding her in here.
If you want.
I've got one. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's not very big.
She's not even 2 weeks old.
Mm.
Right. Good. That's excellent. So.
And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to make a pie.
What kind of pie?
Well, I spent quite a long time in the shop deliberating over what I should make, but in the end, I'm going to make beef and Guinness pie and beef, Guinness, mushrooms.
Onions?
Yeah, but that's standard.
What kind of pie crust are you going to make?
Well, I've got pre-rolled
Puff pastry.
puff pastry. Yeah,
That would be lovely.
So I'll not do a base. I'll just put the puff pastry on top.
Because Anna's away at the moment, and so John's treating himself to some home cooked.
Yeah. Well, the last 3 meals have consisted of bagels with cheese melted on top.
Oh, that's not good.
So I thought that
and he just turned up here, and what did I give him? Cheese on toast.
So I thought I should probably have
a meal.
A meal. So I'm going to have that. I've got nice potatoes to make mashed potato.
Oh, great.
And I'm going to have some a pie.
Okay. Well, thanks for drilling those.
It's all right. Nice to see all these guys.
And
hope you're all having a good day. Good Sunday.